Hey there, this is Derek from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan, and we're looking at a 2011 Porsche Panamera. This one here with a 3.6 liter V6 and 100,000 kilometers. You'd be surprised how popular the Panamera has been. Here in Japan, these, no matter your engine choice, even the smallest gasoline engine like this one here, very decently priced, and you get a heck of a lot of vehicle for your money for this. So this one here is bought from auction in Japan, and I believe this one's going to North Macedonia. Let me just double check. I asked Grant. Yeah, North Macedonia. Not a place that we send it to all that often, honestly, but here we are. Okay, so a Porsche-derived 3.6 liter V6. Is this also in another vehicle? I don't know. I don't know the Panamera all that well. I heard 3.6 and I was thinking Cayenne? Well, the Cayenne's 3.6, at least in the earlier model ones, was the VR6 from Volkswagen, but this is definitely not a VR6. So it looks like a 90-degree V6, twin cam, oils, coolants check out. I just don't know that much else about it, and I can't believe that Porsche would have their own version of the V6. Of course, they have 3.6 liter 6 cylinders like the flat 6 that's in their 911, but as you can see, it is not a flat engine. And so someone will educate me in the comment section. For now, though, let's take a look at the rest of the vehicle. So, of course, it's not clean. It has been dusted on by pollen, and I'm sorry about that, but we can make out the condition of the vehicle.
Want to see us having fun in Japan? Go check out our new channel. Link in the description.
This one got an auction score 4B, which I think is pretty reasonable. It needs a good cleaning on the outside, of course, but a pretty good cleaning on the inside, and has a few things on the outside as well. Mostly just the bumpers. Actually, I'll go inside the car in order to shoot this. I have to say, Panamera, really good vehicle if you've got semi-adult kids, maybe even kids, but like it fits a family of 4 really nicely. A decent amount of storage space, fairly large, comfortable vehicle, driving dynamics, excellent. I've liked the Panamera for a long time, and I think that there's a good reason why a lot of people are buying these now. So 2011 Porsche Panamera 3.6 liter, auction grade 4, interior B. This one with 100,000, 824 kilometers, automatic transmission like them all. It's not a, it's more, I think it's like a wet clutch or a dual clutch DSG, or what do they call it? PDK for Porsche. Power steering, power windows, sunroof, leather, alloy wheels, airbag, TV tuner, and aftermarket navi. Aftermarket navi, hey? Yeah. With Bluetooth. Ooh. All right, now this is an imported car into Japan, it looks like, which sometimes happens. Purchased from user, leather seats, toll collection box, and original 19-inch alloy wheels. The report here says exterior has various small scratches, small dents, wheels scratched, door mirrors scratched, interior is dirty, wear. Windshield rock chip, which is usually nothing to worry about. It's usually very, very small, unless it says crack on here. Hood damper doesn't work, which is true. That's why the hood was closed when you saw the vehicle. Right rear door lock doesn't work, which is true. You can open it from the inside, whether it's locked or not, so it's not an unusable door until it's fixed. But the central locking will lock it, but not unlock it. And then it says the headliner is saggy. And then here it has some minor U1, A1, A3 over here, which is a large scratch. Cracked section of the front bumper, A2 on the front bumper, and then A3 on the rear bumper. So let's have a look at that condition. I'll just put the sheet back on the front of the car. Got to mention about the doors. The doors, like many luxury cars of this era, have, I hope that'll stay, have dampers in them. So you open the door to whatever you want, and then it just stays there. You don't have to wait for it to get through the bumps in order to get to a holding position. Just like a hood damper, door damper. And yes, just like hood dampers, those can go bad and need to be replaced. But mind you, when they do go bad, it's not the worst thing in the world if the door doesn't hold itself in place. Depends. If you live on a hilly area, maybe that is a problem. Okay, Panameras, they're big. You've probably seen them on the street. If you haven't been paying attention, these things are like a 911, but quite a bit bigger. And I feel like Porsche makes good cars no matter what they make. And especially because they spend a lot of time and effort making sure that the driving dynamics are good. It's almost like BMW from 20 years ago. Nowadays, I don't really know. I honestly don't have too much experience with the newest BMWs, but around the 91, 92 generation, like the E91, E92 generation, they seemed to not quite hit the nail on the head. And then nowadays, Porsche makes executive cars like this. And so you don't have to have a BMW anymore. Or Mercedes-Benz. Nothing wrong with Mercedes-Benz, but they're not really the company that is that focuses on driving dynamics, should I say. Okay. So let's look at details. The hood has been repainted according to the auction sheet. It looks like it's been repainted fine. You can see a little bit of wave in the reflection, but it's not too bad. Front bumper. They said A2 and cracked. So let me point this out. There are a couple of flex cracks right here, scratch here, and scratch down here. A big one that's been painted with a touch-up paint, and a scratch here. Okay, now the bumpers, both of them, I suspect you probably want to get them taken off and repainted. You have a few scuffs right here and right here, down here. Some chips here. Okay, and some damage down here. Okay, flex cracks in this area. All right, and a little piece is missing. Like it's come off. Because they sold so many of these, bumpers shouldn't be too hard to track down. They are semi-popular here in Japan to put aftermarket bumpers on them, which is a little bit weird, but I kind of get it. There's this thing of having a luxury car and then modifying it here in Japan that's fairly popular with a certain set of people. Popular enough that used bumpers shouldn't be too hard to find here, and I wonder if it's the same everywhere else. So this piece here looks like it's dangling off. They did say A3 on the underside here. Okay. Rear bumper. It does have some damage on it. I think it's on both sides. So here, right across here and down, and then across here. Okay, this is the original exhaust on the car, and it's a valved exhaust. Now, I haven't really heard it while driving, but you can see the system there, and so that opens up the full exhaust, probably at a certain RPM or when the computer tells it to open it up, maybe when it's in sport mode, something like that. We have some touch-up paint right here, 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 and here, as well as right here. So yes, front and rear bumper have all of the damage. Everywhere else, oh, it's probably fine. I don't think anywhere needs a repair, unless you absolutely want the cleanest Panamera. First gen Panamera. Okay, why don't we go into the trunk? And actually, it's just me shooting this video. I got notes on it from the report, which was shot by Jacob. That's weird. Wonder why it stopped there. Anyways, hatchback design makes it really easy to put whatever you want into the trunk. Then you can load it up fairly high. Up to there. I wonder if you can take this parcel shelf out easily. Because it looks like that would block some of the area for luggage. Not a lot, but some of it. Nice materials here with the aluminum. Just like Volkswagens, they have the hidden latch. A little spot to put stuff in the back with its own little cargo net. And then tie downs are really nice, full chromed steel. Beautiful. A little bit dirty in there. Open this up and you have a Bose system. Look at that. That's probably your subwoofer in there. And then your tool kit, and it's run flat tires, and so you have your air pump to go along with it. We'll close this off now. We started getting the alphanumeric letter, not alphanumeric, the Roman letters here, It used to be just number, 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 and now we get letters here. And that changed, I think, about 4 years ago. So whoever registered this car did it for the first time 4 years ago. Going into the back seat now. Door handles are like this. You can grab them from the top or the bottom. I know some people actually care about that. I am not one of them. So interior could use a little bit of a cleaning, but it is a luxury car interior. You got little Bose logos there so that all of your friends know that you like the Bose. And really, really nice for adults to sit back here, even compared to something like an S-Class. You get a lot of space in here, and I really like the bucket-like seats here with the decent bolsters. And you can get a third seat in the middle, but most of them here in Japan are going to be 4-seaters, which is a little bit weird for a vehicle this big, but honestly, not a lot of vehicles ever have 5 people in them. And so you can get a really nice center console here if you do skip that center seat. So that closes like that. If it were cleaned up, it would look nicer. Okay, a button here for the rear shade, of course. Center console, seat belts. Interesting. That one there is tucked in. You see that? And then airbags in the back seats. Saggy headliner, just like the auction sheet said. And it looks like it's just at the back area here. Ooh, I'm a bad boy. Sorry. UK Academy. It's an English school that pretends like they have something to do with the country, the UK. There you can see it is just the back. All the front appears to be pretty good. There was a bit of sag on the driver's side pillar though, and it looks like they tried to glue it back into place. And then the glue has discolored the fabric, so I'll show you that as well. Door card here looks a little dirty in around a few places, like here. So somebody is not washing their hands, and if they owned this for the last 4 years, then they owned it during coronavirus time, so they should have been washing their hands. Needs a little bit of cleaning on the scuff plate that says Panamera there. The seat needs a good cleaning. But again, really nice sporty seats, and you have a good amount of adjustability in these seats. You can make them go very low to the ground, which is odd in a modern car. And you can also make them go very high. And I suspect that the person who was driving this previously was either a very little man or a woman, because the seat was in the full up position when I got in it. So a little bit of dirtiness in here, not that much wrinkles. It feels like the leather here is a pretty hard wearing leather. Perforated leather here, it has a bit of sag in the center. And then there's a splash of a coffee in and along here. So to clean that properly might require removing the seat. Okay, here's the section I was talking about with the headliner coming out a little bit and marks from what looks like a glue. Steering wheel, half leather, half carbon fiber. Wow, I didn't realize that these came with that as an option. It is very nice though. I like that a lot. And then buttons on here for up and down. And you can grab these from the back too. So it's push for up and pull for down. The engine, the 3.5 liter V6, puts out 300 horsepower, which is not going to be super fast in this car, but I don't think it's going to feel underpowered at all. And yeah, this blue is quite nice too. It's not black. It's like piano black, but it's blue. So I guess you could call it piano blue, but if you say that, people are going to be confused. Okay, you can see here, trunk opener, rear screen, exhaust pipe, there you go. A more loud button, traction control off, sport mode, anti-spin off maybe? I don't know what the A means. Here, selector for where you want your AC, for 2 zones and 2 temperatures, 2 fan speeds. Okay, aftermarket screen there. And the engine is a little shaky. I'm going to show you. Step on the brakes, okay. Listen. That buzzing is the exhaust, that's not the shakiness.
Car navigation.
I guess at idle it's worse. When you rev it, it's smooth, but at idle it kind of shakes. I got a note that around 3,500 RPM it makes a little bit of a shake, but I couldn't get it to do that again. kind of has a feeling like it needs like a motor mount or something like that. Oh, and I just noticed something. It's got some fade on the B pillar here. Oh, and sunroof. Something I didn't mention. I kind of feel like most of them are going to have sunroofs, if not all of them. And is this vent functional? It is. Very cool. The vent there actually gives you less front end lift because it allows the high pressure air from the underneath of the hood to escape somewhere. Cool. Okay, we're at 15 minutes, which is perfect for one of these videos. Hope you enjoyed the walk around of this Porsche Panamera, 19-inch wheels, 100,000 kilometers, going to North Macedonia. Okay, thank you everyone for watching, and have a nice day.